Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. Happy Saturday night. I hope you all have been enjoying your weekend. I know we started ours off with some sunshine and some good weather. So what better to round off the night than with some fun makeup, right? So I just want to hop on here over to the chat. I see a couple people are already chatting. Hey babe, thanks for hopping in at work. Hey Molly, thank you to you as well for hopping on. So I thought that I know it's been a little while since I've done a live. I thought it would be good to just come on, do a little makeup play date. We've got some new things to try out, doing a little bit of shop my stash. I have a really great dupe that I am excited to share with you guys tonight. So we have a little bit of everything. So I have to say, don't be scared by the eyebrows. I did my eyebrows right before coming on today, and I was just thinking as I got started, oh, I'm going to talk about, I feel like I've been on my brow game lately. I just have been doing the shape really well. I love my eyebrows earlier today. And I, of course, washed everything off to come on for you guys. And then as I started doing it, it was like, what's going on? What is going on with my life right now? I feel like I didn't give myself the sperm eyebrows. I just gave myself sperm whale eyebrows. I feel like they're extra big. They got bigger on top. I don't know what happened, but it was just too late to go back. And so I guess that just means we're going to have to do our eye makeup even bigger. So yes, Molly, I know that here in the Midwest, we're yes, give us the sun. Let's get all of the wonderful sunshine and warmth, especially because I feel like next week it's going to go away. So take a couple of days, enjoy it, and then get back to kind of our spring usual. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to use so that you guys will know what is in store. Now, I want to say for anyone that's watching the replay, I will always go back and timestamp for this for you guys because I want to be respectful of your time. So I'll go through and sort this in case you want to cut through the chatter and just get to what you really wanted to see. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on those future videos. Alana is in the house. Hello, girl. You are again my guest of honor, so thank you for hopping on. Man, it has got to be midnight, 1 o'clock your time. It must be pretty late. So thank you so much for coming on in. So let's talk a little bit about today's little purchase. So today, Ulta had, of course, they're doing their 21 Days of Beauty. And when I saw that this was going to be on the list today, I just couldn't resist. I did it. I got the new Tarte Shape Tape. This is the ultra creamy version. They say it's supposed to be better for dry/mature skin. Now, while I am more mature than I was maybe 5 years ago, I wouldn't classify myself as mature skin yet, but I definitely am getting more dry. So I've noticed while I like the coverage of this sometimes, especially because all over I like to wear a little bit lighter coverage, but have more where I need it. I liked the coverage that Shape Tape gave. I didn't like how crispy, crunchy, shrinky dinky it made my skin feel. So we are going to test this out tonight. I did find that when I went in, I actually bought, because I knew that it was probably going to be sold out in the store, I went and bought my shade online. And then when I went to the store, I usually year-round could wear light neutral. And they were out of that one, of course, by the time I got to the store. So I did pick up 2 shades that we should hopefully be able to combine. I was hoping that I could do shade for shade for you guys, but we should get pretty darn close with this. So we are going to be testing these out. Hey, Liz, thanks for hopping on. I know Liz and I were just chatting on Instagram and talking about should we not. So I'm glad that I could just buy this for you guys so you can see if it's something that you want to get. Of course, the Beauty Steal is 50% off for Diamond and Platinum members at Ulta today. But of course, you can always wait for a future sale, figure it out. Hopefully Ulta will have another coupon, or you can purchase it. I know Tarte even does a lot of sales as well. I think that Shape Tape is an Ulta and Tarte exclusive. I don't think that this is at Sephora. I just about threw this across the room. That would be hilarious. So a few of the other things that we have to play with tonight. This was kind of an impulse buy today, but I did get some of the Ulta Marvel Studios collab on the WandaVision. I went ahead and got the pack of 4 eyeliners. So we'll try these out. They just had some really pretty spring colors. I just thought like these could be really pretty if they work well. We'll see. Fingers crossed. These were like $16 for 4. So I was like, well, even if like one of them works really well, that's like the same price as like a high-end eyeliner. So we'll see. Or like, yeah, I guess I would say like a high-end. Yeah. So many people in the chat like, I hate the original one. Yeah, I feel like by the way, the original Shape Tape for those of you, I feel like I liked the Tarte Shape Tape when it was all about like the more concealer the better. I kind of hopped on that trend for a while, definitely hopped off pretty quickly, and now I'm definitely like more is more and less is better. So the one thing is I feel like if you have a higher coverage concealer, you can kind of like use less to get the same effect, and hopefully it just looks even lighter. So we will see. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong and I go down in a wrinkly ball of fire. All right, what else? Oh, I have a beautiful blush to try with you guys. We're going to try a new magnetic liner, a new bronzer that I'm a little worried about, and of course that Rare Beauty dupe. So let's go ahead and get right in. I wanted to tell you, I did already start out with some foundation on just to save us a little time. Let's see here. I went through with a combo of the Bite Beauty Changemaker and the Sephora Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. Mostly because I know that I love both of these, and so we can really see how the concealer itself is doing. I didn't want to try a new foundation in case that's what's sort of messing with our battle of the concealers. And these, like, this one is a pinch light, and this one is definitely too dark. So I just made my own shade. I really love this. It has this like nice luminous skin. I didn't go through with a glowy primer. I just went through with like my regular moisturizing routine just to really see how the Shape Tape does, so that, you know, we're giving it like if you aren't like putting on a bunch of eye cream and super hydrating, we want to be like real everyday skin comparison, right? So I'm just going to check over here. I saw Alana said, so I have been wanting to try the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. That one and the CoverGirl one with the like striped top. Those are both on my list. I've heard great things about both of those. I almost got the CoverGirl one today, and I was like, "Hey, Kelly, slow your roll. How many concealers do you need? I don't need that many. I love them, but I don't need that many. So why don't we just go right in? Now, I will say I was probably using a damp sponge when I started using Tarte Shape Tape, but I really have gotten into just working a little bit of product in with a brush. I just feel like I get more control. Sometimes when I'm using a sponge, even though I'm just trying to keep it in a certain area, it like starts to migrate. So we will see. I'm hoping that I get the best shot with this. Oh, Alana says that you're going to do the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo in a video soon. By the way, you guys, if you aren't following Alana, please go after this video and follow her. She right now has an amazing 500 subscriber giveaway that you could like get a nudge in on as well. She's amazing. I love all of her content. We've done a collab, and she is truly fun. So go subscribe to her. Unless you don't like fun people with great content, then you might not like her. But as long as you like those things, you're gonna love her. She's hilarious, and I have always enjoyed all of her videos. So please go hop over and get in on that giveaway because I was excited. All right, so the shades that I got for the Ultra Creamy were 20S. Wow, they say it's for mature skin, but it's not for mature eyes. 20S, which is light sand, and 27S, which is light medium sand. So we're gonna just hopefully mix these to create what the original light neutral is. So you don't get CoverGirl in the UK. I mean, I feel like CoverGirl has just started to sort of like reinvent themselves. Like I feel like Revlon is like way in the back here, but CoverGirl's like nudging up to sort of like have more innovation. So I can't necessarily say that you're missing a lot, but I am kind of surprised about that. All right, so we're gonna do the Shape Tape Original on this side, and I'm also gonna use it to cover my breakouts. Just for you guys, I made sure to have breakouts on both sides of my face. You're welcome. That way we can see if it's good on breakouts, but maybe not on under eye, or vice versa. So we will go ahead and pop this on. So really, you guys, I am just going to use a little bit of this, just like a couple dots here. And it's so funny because I've been finding that I use eyeshadow brushes for concealer and concealer brushes for eyeshadow. But, you know, no rules. Oh, this is actually like a teeny pinch light. I probably could have gone with a darker shade, which I do have, but we'll go with this. So I find that this just gives me like a little bit more blendability. It's almost like a teeny tiny like face blending brush. So this is the It Cosmetics All Over Shadow Brush. I always use a synthetic when I'm working with concealer just because I don't like using my real hair brushes for concealer. It just, because I feel like you have to use a little bit more like physical power to scrub the bristles out. I'm always trying to like keep my real hair brushes as long as I can and be very kind to them. So that is it's something that I always do. I also really like this Real Techniques domed shadow brush for concealer as well. It's a little bit smaller, but I think it's probably a little bit more available. All right, so we've got a little bit on the eye. I can definitely see that it looks a little, and I'll zoom you guys in once I get everything on, but it definitely has a little bit more texture. And I will say right now is probably the perfect time to be trying this out because I just upped my retinol percentage. And so I'm sort of going through that like slightly angry phase in my skin where it starts to get a little bit peely and sensitive. But you know, you got to get through that. So I'm also going to just pop these on a couple breakouts and evidently right into my baby hairs. I'm not doing too bad. I mostly just have a little bit of pigmentation left over. I'll just pop this on. It might not be, like I said, the perfect shade match, so we're going to have to like blend this out a little bit. Now, I will, what is it? It's 8 o'clock right now. I will be able to give this at least a 4-hour wear test. So what I'll do is I will update you guys on Instagram, and I can drop a pinned comment after to let everybody know how I felt like both sides of this concealer wore. Yeah, this is a little bit light, but that's okay. It's not like I have somewhere to go tonight, so we'll just go with it. I mean, I definitely think that the original Shape Tape works well as far as coverage over breakouts, but the only problem is I know when I'm treating an active breakout, the skin around the breakout gets a little dry. So it's sort of like you don't want to accentuate that dry texture by using something that isn't dry texture friendly, right? So let me just hop on. Hello. Thank you for hopping on, Maria. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm like getting a little itch here. I'm just kind of like catching up. Yeah, Alana, I use a prescription retinol, so just like a prescription tretinoin. I was using 0.5%, and I just bumped up to, or is it 0.05? And I jumped up to 0.1, or so it was either 0.5 to 1, or it was 0.05 to 0.1. I will let you know. I will send you a message, but it's like double the strength. So it's a little bit iffy right now. So what I've been doing is I've been using the lesser strength and then alternating with the higher strength, and then eventually I'll just do all of the higher strength, hopefully, if I have any face left. So I was telling Jeremy today, I was like, can you see like the like dry skin? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, it's there. I'm like, I'm shedding my 39-year-old skin to reveal the 38-year-old skin. So I'm sort of feeling a little alligatory. Hello, thank you for coming on, Makeup Skin. All right, so I've got the original Shape Tape in that like neutral shade, and I'm just gonna mix these two shades to get something similar. So for anybody hopping on, I'm doing Shape Tape Original, and then we'll do Shape Tape Ultra Creamy on the other side here. Now, these might also be a little bit more yellow because I wanted to try something that's a bit more yellow just to have like a little bit of brightening factor. And these are like pretty close. The only difference is like the lid color. So I'm just going to mix. So this is the light neutral in the original. This is the ultra creamy. You can see, I think that you can see, it does look a little bit more emollient, but they are both said to have a more like matte finish. And then I just popped a little bit. Oh, there we go. I'll be back in a moment. There we go. I just popped a little bit of that light sand color right down the middle of that, and we'll mix those together. Just take what was left on my finger. So again, I think probably the key to either of these is going to be to, a little goes a long way. And I think that that's something that we've all found with concealer over time, just because, it accentuates texture less no matter what concealer you're using. It usually lays better on the skin. And so it's always a better way to go. I'm going to need a little bit more. So while I'm doing this, let me share with you guys some of the claims that Tarte has on the new Ultra Creamy. They say it is a full coverage, natural, moisturizing matte finish. So it's still a matte finish. It has ultra nourishing prickly pear for 24-hour hydration. It says it's for all skin types, especially dry or mature skin. And it's supposed to leave skin looking hydrated, but never dry or flat. We will be the test of that. And it says waterproof and 12-hour crease proof. So we will see. Like I said, we will decide that for ourselves. So again, just using a little bit of that. Now, I am going to only use the Ultra Creamy down my nose because I want to just test its like slipability, if you will, because my nose, I don't have necessarily oily skin, but my nose just likes to like let products slide right off. I don't know what it is. I think I mixed that a hair too light, but that's okay. So I'm going to be curious to see the staying power of the Ultra Creamy on my nose. I know how Shape Tape does. It does pretty well, but it does leave the skin looking a little bit flatter and drier. I will say I feel like you have a little bit more blend time with the Ultra Creamy than you do the original, which is probably a good thing. Because I felt like before, man, you had to get that on. Like, it was almost like you put it on and then you'd have like a seam line wherever you dotted it or striped it or whatever. So I'm just running that down the middle of my nose. I just get so red on my nose. So I would say that the coverage is pretty similar. Oh, my eyes are kind of red, you guys. Sorry, I was going to put eye drops in and completely forgot. Just trying to get that like dark fleck off of my face. Well, so far, it's looking pretty good. It is definitely looking a little less crepey. And again, once I get this applied, I'll zoom you guys in so that we can see together before I set it down. Now again, the shades probably aren't going to be exactly the same. I wish that I could have gotten neutral for neutral. I will, once I get that order in the mail, I will let you guys know. Like, I'll swatch it so that you guys can see how true to shade it is. If you had a Tarte original Shape Tape that you like the shade of, but you just want to try something creamier, I'll swatch that for you. All right, let's zoom you guys in. Again, sorry for the red eyes. So if you can see, I definitely, like, I feel like I see, it just looks more almost like plump on this side and less, like I feel like I'm already starting to get a little wrinkly on this side. Let's see if I like smile. I don't know. Can you guys tell the difference? I think it'll be really interesting to see what the wear time is like. Hey Maria, thank you for hopping in. I mean, I think it definitely has really good coverage. Oh, Wrong brush. Don't want to cross-contaminate here. I think it'll be good too to see how it does almost as like a eye primer, if you will, when we do our eyeshadow. I don't know. We'll have to see. I feel like it's like the truth will tell as we go on with our makeup. But I definitely feel like this is already starting to look more dry. So we'll see. Okay, so what I'm going to set my eyes with is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I just feel like this powder is like virtually undetectable, so it'll be a good way to, you know, really see the true power of both concealers and see the wear time of them. So I'm just going to go over. I've actually been enjoying using this dual fiber powder brush. I usually use my Wayne Goss airbrush, but both of them are dirty right now, so I'm going through with this instead. But I've really been liking it so far. You know, that's like, it's kind of like when all of your clothes, like when all of your favorite clothes are dirty, you end up coming up with some really fun outfits because you're like, oh gosh, I don't have anything to wear. Like what is clean? And then you like try a combo of something and it's like, oh, I never would have paired that together, but I'm really enjoying that. So I've definitely had that happen. So I think that's happening with me in my brush collection. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to just zoom this out a little bit. And by out, I mean in, evidently. All right. So we will go ahead and move on with our skin. Again, just a little bit of a light dusting. I mostly just kind of like do it through here just to set everything down a little bit. I honestly usually just do like my nose, my chin. But since I have a couple breakouts through here, I wanted to like set all of that down. But I do feel like they look really good. So, Molly, I haven't found that, but I've been worried that over time that the Lumify would like irritate my eyes. I don't know, like it's just like one of those things, like something that whitens your eyes like that, is it like not good to use over time continuously? So I tend to like stay off of it a little bit. Okay, right away, I'm going to use this product that honestly, I have a feeling I'm not going to like. I'm just going to be honest. This is the Undone Beauty Water Bronzer. So it's this like stick balm bronzer. Don't be scared by this. This, I thought it sounded really good on the Ulta website. I was just kind of looking for like new to Ulta brands, and this looked really interesting. It's very much like a minimalist vibe. Like I think their ethos is just very like neutral. The only problem was on the Ulta website, on the Undone Instagram, everywhere, all of the colors looked exactly like this. Like I could not tell. They think they have like 3 or 4 shades. I could not tell anything about any of them. So I just got the one that this says baked, and I think it said cool toned, like cool to yellow toned, which is funny because it's like, well, the cool tone is not yellow. So I'm going to give you guys a swatch on my hand here. So it is very, very, very watery. Yeah. And right as I'm doing this, I see Molly say, oh, I had that, gave it away. It's very odd, very watery. Yeah. Yeah. It also, like, I don't think that I'd ever necessarily recommend the shade for cool tones, but we're going to try it. Why not? I will say it's watery, but I feel like it like dries down almost like tacky a little bit. So I don't know. Oh, here we go. So Liz says, the doctor says Lumify is fine to use, but if it's something you have to use a lot, obviously you have to treat the cause, which kind of makes sense. All right, we're just going to whack this on the face, move these baby hairs out of the way. A, I'm going to be really curious to see how coverage is with this, and B, I hope it doesn't pull up any of our foundation. But this is definitely going to be more of a bronzer, not a like contour shade. And I'm honestly just using my fingers because I'm worried that this is going to pull up my foundation. but it doesn't seem to be. It actually seems to be looking good. I don't know why my little like vein is coming through just when I do like some of these videos. Like I have this vein right here that starts to pop through, start to like hulk out. I mean, I like the sheerness of this. I think this would be really nice for no makeup, but I think the color is like really warm. And if this is said to be cool tone, like how warm is the warm gonna be? I mean, I feel like that's pretty warm. I'm feeling like I've got that like J-Lo warm vibe going on. I'll just pack a little more on. It's okay, because I think today is going to be all about the blush anyway. And I feel like it feels good. It feels a little like cooling on the skin, but it's definitely warm. Like I said, I just could not find swatches anywhere, and that drives me nuts. It's like I went way down the hole of Undone's Instagram because this product has been around a while, but like they didn't have any really good swatches. Oh, Alana, I figured that you would like something like this. Like yeah, this is totally an Alana product. Oh, they have Undone at Target as well, evidently, which kind of makes sense. I'm going to put a little bit here, even though it's not really like a contoury shade, but I could see this being really good when you're just going to put on a little tinted moisturizer, maybe. You know, you just want like a little bit of dimension to the face, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, actually, I feel like okay, as I'm working it into the skin, I'm liking it a lot better. It definitely does not add any texture whatsoever, and it's really, really lightweight. It scared me a little bit on my hand, especially because it was starting to get tacky, but now it's dried down to like just completely set in. I hope it doesn't stain though, because I'm going to look like I had a self-tanning accident. Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, Liz, I will say though, I think this one dries down. Like, it has no like tack to it, whereas I think that the Jones Road, those like balms, stay very balmy because they've got that like really emollient quality. These ones I don't think would do that. Okay, so I was just about to say this was a total impulse buy, but I'm not gonna lie, all of these were impulse buys. So here's another impulse buy: the Kiko Milano Mood Boost Blush. So if you saw my drugstore haul where I used the Kiko Milano Wonder Woman blush, I can pull that really pretty gal out here. This was the Wonder Woman one that I used. I love the shade. It's like this beautiful, like luminous color. Sorry to blind you, but I fell in love with this one. So when I saw they had these other Kiko Milano blushes, I was like, okay, I want to try this, especially because it sounds like it's going to be like a bouncy, creamy blush. So this is $17, and I want to read what they say. So it says it's an ultra pigmented blush with a radiant finish. Let's see. It says it's an exclusive, soft, bouncy texture, sensorial to the touch, instantly melts into the skin. So it's a bouncy blush. I haven't touched it yet. I really wanted to like take pictures of this before I stick my little grubby fingers in this, but you guys look how I'm gonna like let this color looks so pretty. So they have 3 colors, and this is the Coral Sunset. So obviously, if you guys know my preferences, you'll know that I love a good coral. This is quite sheeny though. Ooh, you guys, I don't know, and it's not like stickier. Well, I guess it's a little bit bouncy, but it's not as bouncy as what I thought it was going to be. So let's pack a little bit of this on. Let me get my picture back up here. So that's really pretty. It's just got that like nice reflective sheen. It is quite glowy though. Like, I don't think you guys are seeing this. Let me turn this down a little bit. Just for a second so that you guys can see. There. Can you see, like, if you pack it on, though, it's going to look pretty dark on the cheek, I feel like. So it's got that, like, so, like, reflective quality. But we're gonna give it a go. I don't think I'm gonna use this one with my fingers. I think I'm gonna go in with a brush. Yeah, Molly, it does look like a blush lighter. Good for like late spring, early summer. Again, this is coral, so let's see how this does with a brush on one side. And this is good because I didn't actually pull out a highlighter to use tonight, so we can try this. Maybe I'll do one side with a brush, and we'll do one side with our fingers. Pretty. And I really like this like matte packaging. It's got like that pretty like swirl. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. So they did a nice job with their packaging. It reminds me a little bit of like the matteness of the packaging of like the Melt blushes, which by the way, I want to get one of those too. It's in my Sephora cart, ready for the sale. All right, so if you guys can see, like when it's not hitting the light, and then when it is hitting the light. So it's almost like a little duochrome-y. Pretty. Okay, we're gonna go in with the finger on this side and see how that does. I don't think I'm gonna want to do this. I think it's gonna be. Oh, I'm already nervous. Okay, nope. Sorry. Uh-oh. On the Kiko site. Sorry. There we go. I am really liking what I've gotten from Kiko. I have one of their lip stylos that I really like too. So, and I would say they're like higher priced drugstore, but honestly, I feel like everything at the drugstore is getting higher priced. So, all right, so I switched from my fingers because I felt like it wasn't smoothing it out enough, especially with that glow that it had. It was scaring me a little bit because I just felt like I was getting like fingerprints of corally glow. So let me see if I can show you guys here the other shades they have, because I'm really liking this. Let's see if we can do a little screen share action. So, Chrome tab. All right, here we go. So you guys can see this is the shade that I got. So it's 17. They're online only at Ulta anyway. Obviously, you could go off the Kiko Milano site as well, but you have Coral Sunset, which is the one I have. We have Perfect Mauve, which kind of looks similar to that Wonder Woman shade I had. Maybe a bit cooler though, because the Wonder Woman I have is amazing and copper and beautiful. And then we also have Cappuccino Cake, which looks to be like a really pretty shimmery nude. That would look gorgeous on like some tan skin, I think. Beautiful. So I just wanted to show you guys those. Oh, there we go. Now you can see a little bit bigger. So there are the three shades. So that, in case anybody is curious, they are really pretty. Oh, Molly, there's the answer for you. I think that the closest you're going to get is this shade here. So it's like more of like a mauve-y cool tone. But very pretty, very, very pretty. All right. I'm liking it. I will let you guys know how it works out, but it's so pretty. Yay, okay. Yay for random impulse buys. So Mood Boost gets an A+ for me so far. I actually am liking this water bronzer. I wasn't sure when I first watched it, but it honestly just looks like a little bit of like self-tan. So I'm digging it. Oh, sorry, Elena, I still have your comment up here. Yeah, mauve I think would be good. So in case, Elena, I don't know if they still have these on the Kiko Milano site, but this shade is Athena Strategy from the Wonder Woman collection, and this one is so stinking pretty. Again, it's another. So this is the This is the one we just did, the Mood Boost. This is Athena Strategy, the one next to it. So you see that like coppery shift? Hey Kendra, thank you for hopping on. I love it. This blush is what made me get this blush. And the thing that I like is that they're both different. Just looking here, I can see that the Mood Boost has a little bit more gold reflect, where the Athena Strategy has more of like a pink to copper reflect. So very, very pretty. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just do a quick eye look. So what I wanted to tell you guys is next week, you will be seeing a video from me, I think on Wednesday, of my top 10 eyeshadow palettes for spring. And what I did was in all 10 of those, I picked out 3 shades from each palette that I'm going to be doing an eye look with. And I'll be featuring all of those eye looks over on Instagram. But I thought what I would do is actually do one live for you guys tonight with this palette. This is the Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette. Such a fave. And you know, it's so funny because when I did this video, I realized that I also put this into my top eyeshadow palettes for fall video too, but I think it can really go both ways. But this is an all metallic, all beautiful, sparkly shades, and I am going to use the 3 shades that I picked for that video. We'll do the look tonight, and then we'll be able to post that look on Instagram. So the rest of them will be coming on Instagram throughout the spring. I have 10-ish. I actually have 11 because I kind of treated 11 palettes, and I'm going to be bringing looks to you guys with. Looks to you guys with. So if you want to check it out, head over to my Instagram. That's KEEPBEAUTYREAL. I will also be using the hashtag KBRSpring so that way we can all like check in with each other if anyone else wants to play along and use the same shade. So I'm going to just swatch the shades that we're going to be using tonight on hand. So again, 3 shadows from each palette. Now, if I want to use more, I can, but I wanted the 3 shades I chose to be the champion. Because this is a all shimmer palette, if I want to pull in a matte, I will. I actually got out the Viseart neutral palette because I haven't used this one yet. So I'm like, oh, I guess I should probably use that. I bought it in the pop-up from BoxyCharm and still haven't used it. So if we want to pull in some shades, we will. So here is kind of what I was thinking. So these are the shades that we'll be using. I think these are all like really beautiful, fun, springy tones. I think it's going to be really fun. So we have Tiger Lily, that's that copper shade. We have Paradise, which is the like creamy gold. And then Wild is that nice like lilac shade. Now, what I was kind of thinking is because I want to like up the Easter egg factor a little bit more, is we'd end up using one of these liners from the Ulta Beauty and Wandavision collection. By the way, don't you just love how I like ripped into that like a Neanderthal? So I think the obvious choice is the lilac one, but I think we're going to go through with the baby blue one just because we can. So I'm going to swatch the 3 colored ones. I'm not going to swatch the black one, but I'll swatch the 3 colored ones and you guys can decide with me, but I really think the blue one will be a good little accent. I was kind of like playing around with these, just like swatching them out so I could kind of decide. Now, I mean, these aren't going to be Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On quality. It's Ulta Beauty. I got the whole set for $16, but I think that they should be fun to play with. I also think I just colored this pink one on my arm like a kindergartner. So don't make fun of my swatch, but I'm working with my non-dominant hand. All right, so there we have the 3 shades. So these 2 shades here, these ones, the pink and the lilac, are a little bit shimmery, like almost satin. The blue one is very, very matte. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I thought also I could maybe throw some of this shade over that blue and make it a little bit sparkly, if that's what we want to do. So that's what we're going to start working with. I'm just going to go in and start playing around. So I think what we'll do is, why don't we make the copper shade our like main kitten caboodle, just because I think it's really going to like go well paired up against that blue. So let's just go through and lay it down. I don't use that brush. I'm just going to lay it down with a firm shader brush from Sigma. Yeah, I like all these colors. Like, that's why I was like, the pastel blue is going to be what we use. It's going to be a little different, but I like different. So if you guys haven't tried this Jungle Lights palette from Flower Beauty, it is so pretty. I'm just going in with it dry first. You guys can see. Wow, I need a cleaner mirror. This one is quite dusty. There we go. I was like, you guys can see, because I can't, but you can see that it has a really nice, like, reflective quality to it. And I'm just going in dry right now. They definitely have, I don't want to say a flaky texture, but I feel like they have a bit more of an emollient texture to them. So if you, just because they're like a little chunkier. So if you have a oily lid, I would say you're going to want to use a primer. In all honesty, I didn't want to do that tonight because I wanted to see the lasting power using both of these concealers as eye primer. So I'm just kind of like pressing it in and swiping at the same time. And again, this is that Tiger Lily shade. This one is so pretty. Like, I feel like this is a good, it can be used in the fall. It can like bring us from winter into the spring. It also looks hella amazing with this blush, I'm just saying. You guys know, like, Flower is one of my favorite quote-unquote drugstore brands. I say that with quotes because I feel like it's getting harder to see at the drugstore anymore. All right. And then let's go ahead and we're just going to take that lavender shade. Wild, I believe is what it was called. Now this one, I think, buffs out a little bit differently when you like start to really manipulate it. So it's almost like, you know, duochromes when you start buffing them, or like multi-chromes, the base starts to show a little bit more. So I thought we could play with that a little bit. Again, this is a makeup play date, so we're just kind of going for it. So I might just have this like fun all shimmer look. And I'm just going to blend these two colors together and like, you know, kind of like extend this out a little bit. Yeah, Liz, right? Yeah, so I knew that auric shade wasn't going to be quite this intense, but even 50% of this, I would have been happy with. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Like, I'm just going to take that original brush and kind of blend that color up a little bit more. Just to sort of like blur the lines a little bit. Okay, so let's whack it on the other side really quick. So I have to say, while we're sitting here, we can chat a little bit. Is anybody else surprised at how many people are buying the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette? Can I just throw that out there? And if anybody in here has bought it, by the way, that is not judgment. That is not judgment. But I love colored eyeshadow. I love Natasha Denona. But that palette just did not speak to me. I mean, maybe it would have spoken a little bit more loudly to me if it was a midi palette and not the $120 palette. But I just can't. I'm like, I don't get it. I was like, nobody's going to be getting this palette. And then all I see everywhere on Instagram, on YouTube, it's like Circo Loco, Circo Loco. I was like, oh, I guess I am not part of the mainstream thought. Honestly, I'm sure that those shades perform beautifully, and honestly, I have not had time to watch any videos yet of like true swatches or anything, but it the palette, like the colors look pretty, but I don't feel like there is any cohesive story to this. Like I feel like the factory that makes Natasha's shadows just had some pigments left over, and they were like, Natasha, we'll give you a deal if you just make some pretty shades and throw them all in one palette and call it crazy. Like that's literally how I feel. So I don't know. I just can't. Yes. Hey Sherry, thank you for hopping on. Yeah, I think we are all ready for color. I mean, I'm ready for color all year round, but I guess I just like that like whimsical look. I mean, I don't know. Maybe everybody just really did want some color, especially. Am I missing? Was the Love palette, the Glam palette? I don't even remember what the last one was that Natasha came out with. Was it the like Love one? Because that was like pinks and purples, and I don't do that as I'm putting purple on my eye, but like I'm not a pinky purple person usually, so that one didn't really call to me. But you know, she's obviously done a lot of like more neutral palettes. I don't know. I just was like, I can't. And then I just saw I was like the only one who couldn't. So, well, me and Molly. Molly and I were like, no, we're good. Thank you. We'll save our money and spend it on something else. So I was happy. I hope you all are carefully starting to like, I guess I would say like create your Sephora carts, getting these all curated collection in your cart. I have started, I will say, I had the Rare Beauty item that I'm duping tonight in my cart, and I have taken it out. It's that good. So, and it's a third of the price, literally a third of the price, and I'm very excited. So I will be sharing that with you guys in a little bit, but I have a good amount of things in my cart. One of the things is the new Melt Cream blushes, of course. You guys know I love me a good creamy blush. I think I took this lavender in a little bit more. What do you guys think of this so far? Like, I think even though it's all shimmery, I'm kind of digging it. We're just going to go with all the color. So again, I'm just blending, or those two colors meet. I like this sort of like contrast. Now I'm just going to take, what is this? This is the Luxie Tapered Blending, and just blur out this edge a little bit. I just wanted something light and whimsical because I knew that this blush, I didn't know quite how like glowy and amazing this blush was going to be, but I knew it was going to probably be pretty amazing. So I don't even think, you guys, I don't think I'm going to put a matte in here. So why don't we go ahead and try out this blue liner. So I'm going to use this on the lower lash line. I think I'm going to use that like light shimmery gold shade up and into the front of our look, but I might top it over the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of checking in on what everybody's saying in the chat. Yeah, Liz. So the Metropolis palette is, if you can get it on sale, it's worth it. I honestly, I just have a hard time buying anything not on sale anymore. So, but I would say that it would be worth it if you could get it on sale. So this liner is not going to be like super gel, like a really super creamy go on. Wow, Kelly words. It's not a super creamy go on. In other words, it's not as creamy gliding on the eye. I'm going to take this down a little bit more. But it's not like, it's not really hard either. Oh, you already have the Metropolis. yeah, we're just saying, like, if we were to pay full price, that's going to be what it's for, not for crazy colors. I mean, crazy lack of a story colors. Okay, my eyes are getting, like, even more red. Okay, so I'm going to pop in some eye drops real quick so I don't scare you guys anymore. I think it has something to do with the allergies. It's real. So close your eyes if seeing eye drops creeps you out. Jeremy usually has me put his eye drops in for him because he can't do it himself. Well, it's not that he can't. If he sees this, he's like, what? The eye drops creep him out. Like anything near his eyes, it kind of creeps him out. But I mean, that gave us pretty decent color. It's actually pretty true to what's here. I think I could like build it up. It's not going to go into my waterline though. Like I can already tell that. It's just going to be one of those that, you know, if it's not soft enough, it just won't get there. You'll just keep like tugging on your waterline. So I'm not even going to try. So funny story. I saw the little like cheat of when the Sephora sale was starting, and this is why my cart is like already being built up. And I was like, like, oh my gosh, it's like in 3 days. I didn't see the month on it, so I was like a month ahead in starting to build my cart, which I never do that. I always remember the Sephora sale like 3 days beforehand. So now not only do I have the time to build my own cart, but I can do a list of recommendations for you guys. So that'll be good. So even though I went into like a little bit of a panic, and what would have been hilarious is I would have posted my video. I would have posted my video and been like, okay guys, the Sephora sale starts. And everybody would be like, Kelly, you're a month ahead of time. You guys, I'm liking this color combination. Let me zoom you guys in again. What brand is the eyeliner? This is Ulta. It's Ulta. It's the Ulta Beauty Wandavision combo. So it came with all 4 of these. I mean, I'm digging it. I think it's pretty fun. Okay, so now let's go in and we're going to take that gold shade. Do you guys think? I think I'm just going to leave the liner matte. What do you think? I'm going to go in with my Sonia G Pencil Pro. And we will pop this in our inner corner. I think the matte liner kind of just gives a good juxtaposition. I'm like checking out my under eye here. Is anybody else doing that? I can definitely tell a difference with the Shape Tape on my eyelid. It's less crepey on the new ultra creamy side. So if you're looking for something that has a bit more coverage but doesn't give you textured lids, that might be a good way to go. This is fun. Thanks for hanging out and just whacking on some makeup with me tonight, you guys. I'm really going to pack this color on. I like it. Yes. Liz, what is it about the ColourPop formula that annoys you? Because, so I will say, I don't think that these are quite as pigmented as the ColourPop ones, but the thing for me is those liners, the inside always dries out. And so it eventually either breaks off, falls out. Like both the lippy sticks and the liners, I find that it just doesn't work. But yeah, pastels are definitely harder to find. Yeah, see, they do. They dry and break. I mean, and I guess for like $6 or whatever they are, but $6 broken is $6 wasted. That's all. That's all I think. What do you guys think? Are we feeling springy? I like it. So let's just do a little check-in. Do you guys notice any difference between the concealers? I'm just kind of like tilting my head so you guys can see. I know it's only been like a little bit of time. Okay. All right, so why don't I share this fun dupe with you guys? I'm going to zoom you guys out just a smidge. So I'm feeling quite close to y'all. All right, so you guys know that I believe it was actually even one of my favorites last month. This was the Rare Beauty Lip Glossy Balm from the Stay Vulnerable line. I think that this formula is so comfortable, so incredible. It's such a really nice, like, throw it on and go. But it is $18, which I personally think $18 for essentially a tinted lip balm, because it's not even like super glossy, super plumping, is kind of pricey. You know, if you can find a good like lip balmy thing, you're doing good at a drugstore or like lower price. But I was on the Ulta site again, Ulta coming in for the win, and I saw that Catrice was launching a new product called the, let me make sure I've got the right shade here, which is the one right now. Okay, so I saw that they had these Powerful 5 liquid lip balms, and I was reading the details of it, and it says it has the caring aspects of a balm with the high shine brilliance of a gloss. The formula contains a Powerful 5 superfood complex containing vitamin E, shea butter, green tea, and goji berry extract, plus hyaluronic acid to leave lips feeling smooth, glossy, and naturally volumized. So it says it has like a medium coverage and flattering shades. So I'm gonna just pull this up so that you guys can see while we do this, because it has beautiful shades. I got one, and I'll show you guys. The one that I originally got was Glossy Apricot, and that's the one here. So what I want to do, I don't have anything that is like a color match for the one that I got, because this was like the sample from Sephora, but this is nearly neutral. So the thing that I like about the Rare Beauty one is it is like, I don't want to say waxy in a bad way, but it's like almost like if you put on a lip balm and then you topped it with a gloss. That is how this feels, but all in one formula. So you've got that like semi like satin shade. So, oh, I'm gonna like pull this back up so that you guys can see these swatches a little closer. So this is the Rare Beauty one. So it's like, it's glossy, but not like super, super glossy. So when I got this, and you guys will see in a video next week, I'm already like sneak peeking myself because I tried this out for the first time in a video that's coming up next week, but I had to share them with you guys tonight because I got more shades. So this is the Glossy Apricot, which I think is going to be very similar to the one that I was going to get from Rare Beauty, the like peachy shade. So these look really similar in formula. If anything, I think that the Catrice is a little bit more glossy, which I'm totally okay with, but they feel really, really close to each other, like so close. Hey, Maria, thank you for joining us tonight. You got here just in time. Lips, we're talking about lips. So I also picked up 3 more shades, and I picked up 3 more shades for a reason. One of these, I figured I would throw the more nude shade, which is Raspberry Cream. I thought I would throw this one in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which hopefully is coming soon. I just hit over 900 subscribers, so this one's going in there for one of you to enjoy. So you know that I really like a product when I buy lots of shades and I get one to share with one of you. So I also got these other 2 shades. I got the Fresh Acai Berry, and then I got one of the shimmery shades. This is Sparkling Dragon Fruit. It looked like they had 2 shades that have sparkle to them, so I'm going to swatch these for you as well so that you can see. And they don't really have much of a scent, I would say. I think that this is going to be, I think that the Fresh Acai Berry is going to be really similar to, I think it was like Nearly Mauve or something like that. This Dragon Fruit one is going to be different than all of them though, because I think it has a bit of sparkle to it. Yeah, it has just a little bit of gold reflex in it, but it's got a little bit more of a pinky peach color. So I'm telling you, these feel amazing. I'm going to throw one on. Which one would you guys like to see out of the three? We could do the more pinky one, the acai berry. We could do, oh, I just totally stuck my finger in it. We could do the sparkling dragon fruit, or the one that I have used before, the apricot. You guys will get to see the apricot in an upcoming video. So let's either do the acai berry or the dragon fruit. So while you guys are letting me know which one you want to see, I'm going to throw on some magnetic liner. If you guys saw in my last live, was it? My Glamnetic liner is like going to the graveyard. It was chunky monkey, so bad. So I went ahead and picked up a drugstore one. I thought we'd try the Kiss Magnetic liner. It does say you have to shake it really well, which the other ones did too, but let me tell you, that one was not doing anything at all. So we're going to throw this on. Maybe if I can get it open. Let me tell you, if the liner is as strong as the packaging, we're going to be doing well, because it took me forever to open the packaging to get this liner out. Oh yeah, you guys. I'm gonna try to zoom you guys in a little bit more. I can see so much more texture underneath these shimmery shadows on that Shape Tape side. Oh my god, Alana, I feel like Sean Connery now. Shape Tape side. So I can tell more like bunching and like creepiness on this original Shape Tape side than I can on the Ultra Creamy. The Ultra Creamy just looks really smooth. And we use the same brush, so that's not it. And I also have to say I appreciate the very fine tip on this liner. It has a very fine brush tip. It's a lot more accurate than the Glamnetic one, in all honesty. I'm just doing like a little flick to match up with our liner. The blue liner on the bottom. So what's everybody doing tomorrow for Sunday Fun Day? I am looking forward to getting out and getting hopefully a little bit more sunshine. Boy, I'm like, I was just about to say, I'm doing so well. I'm like getting this liner on with no issues, but then I just thickened that one side. So we're just going to go back here. Liquid liner on a live is very brave. So if you guys are interested in seeing the rest of my top spring shadow palettes, I'll have that video coming next week on Wednesday. And again, I'll be sharing those looks over on Instagram. But when I was picking out a shadow palette to use tonight, I was like, well, I might as well use the one that's going to be for spring. Real quick, we got to get that chunk of liner off. All right, just even these little wings up. I feel like the host at the dinner party that's like, talk amongst yourselves while I run all these dishes into the kitchen. All right. So hopefully that works. Thank you, babe. All right, let's throw a little mascara on, and then that will give us some time for the liner to set in, and then we'll put on one of these lips. No one voted for a lip gloss, so I'm just going to probably go with the peachier one, just because I feel like that will go better with our look. And my top. You guys, I'm sad. I feel like I'm sort of like I'm having a bit of a fashion mullet moment. I've got business in the front and party on the back. I have this really cute little like open back top on with my new Fabletics bra. I might have to show you guys because I'm like in love with this bra. I just got it in the mail. I don't know if any of you guys have tried Fabletics, but I do really like their leggings, and I like their sports bras, but I feel like you have to size down like one size usually. And there's nothing to make a girl feel good like dressing up like she worked out, even if she didn't, right? So that's what I did. I was like, all right, I'm going to look sporty cute and sit on my butt. So let me see if I can show you guys this like cute top. Can you see? Look at that bra. It's so cute, right? I love it. So I really love Fabletics. I do have their membership where you like can like get stuff every month, like outfits, and it's a good deal. And if you sign up, you get 2 pairs of leggings for $24, I think it is. It's a great deal. If any of you guys haven't tried them and you want me to send you a referral, I'll do it because I really, really like it. Okay. So while that liner is drying and I'm dropping all of the lip glosses, let's go ahead and throw on this one. So this is the Sparkling Dragon Fruit. So I'm going to wipe my lips off really quick. Thank you, Molly. Oh, the top, by the way, is Tarte. And the sports bra is Fabletics. And it's this really cute, like, double meshy. It's like almost like whatever football jerseys are made out of with like a little strap underneath. I really like it. It's super cute. But Molly, you know, it was a little adventurous to be going outside today. Like by the afternoon, I was like, yeah, I should be wearing my jacket. Okay, here we go. Sparkling Dragon Fruit for the win. You guys, I love these. I love these so much. They're $6. $6. I like the applicator. I do think that this color is probably the most like brightly pigmented of the group. Liz, I like all that strappy business. I do too. I love a good like strappy situation, whether it's on a shoe, a bra, whatever. I mean, I feel like this makes my lips look really nice and healthy. I think that this acai berry shade is going to be really lovely as well. So I'm really digging on it. All right, let's throw some lashes on. So I'm going to put on these Kiss Magnetic lashes. These are like sandwich lashes, but I'm just going to put on the top part of it. Those sandwich ones that like clamp together, no. Do not get those. They are torture devices. But these ones work pretty good. The ones that like, we can just pop these on. I just ordered more of the lashes. If any of you guys are false lash wearers, I really have been liking those lashes. I did a review video right after they hit the market, and I've really been enjoying them. So I ordered a few more pairs because the ones that I got were the Lovely Lash, and they're just like really, 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 really natural. Like they just barely give a little bit more density to the lashes, which is fine. But honestly, for like $30 or $35, I want a little bit more oomph. So I talked to them on Instagram and I found out which ones were not mink. And so I ordered a few more shades. So what I'll be doing is another update video to show you guys the ones that I got. But I'm very excited to get those in because with those, you have that amazing like clear liner. And then you don't have to have like a liner look, which oftentimes I don't want to have eyeliner because I don't really have much lid space. So I want to be able to have all of that real estate for my, this one's a little bit too far. So I want to have all that like lid real estate for my shadow look. Because I feel like once my eye is open, some of that goes away. So, by the way, these are the Kiss Magnetic. They don't have very sexy names. KEMLO2. There you go. That's not that cute. But These are pretty like wispy, natural looking. They feel super, super light. Wow. Right, just checking in on. Yeah, all right. So what do you guys think overall? Let me zoom you guys in one last time. Actually, why don't we do like a little look here so that we can see what we think of the concealer. And then I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see my lids. I'll get you guys as close as I can. So I don't know if you guys can see, but the shadow on this side is definitely more like textury on my eyelid. And on this side, it's like creamier. And to be honest, this side is where I was getting that like alligator skin from the the retinol experience. Also, hello blush. Thank you, Kiko Milano. We like that. It looks the same over my breakouts, I feel like, on both sides. I feel like I feel like over my breakout area it looks the same. But I'm honestly pretty happy with the concealer. The best that I could do was kind of give you guys a first impression, and then that way you guys could make a decision if you did want to get those in the sale tonight. What do we think of the Ulta eyeliner? Like, I'm actually pretty pleasantly happy for all 4 shades. So you guys, these are the three pastels. Honestly, I'm not going to swatch the black because I think I'm going to put it into my giveaway. Again, I know all of you that I can see right now that are chatting are subscribed, but it's going to be a good giveaway. I thought maybe once I hit, I'm pretty close to 920. I think once I hit 925, I thought I would do like a once a week show an item that's going to be in the giveaway up until I actually hit 1,000, and then we'll like do the full giveaway. I've got some good ones. I'm just saying, I got a lot of my favorites in there, so share the channel. I would love it if you guys would, share, because I love giving these giveaways. Like, it's so much fun. So, sorry, Alana, if you end up buying a good amount of Kiko, but honestly, I haven't been disappointed in anything I've tried. I actually am considering like doing like a full face of Kiko Milano just to see how it is. I don't know. We'll see. So, does anybody have any questions? Again, I think that I will wear this for the rest of the night, so we'll get a few hours so that I can tell you about the blush. I can tell you about the concealer most of all. But I'm honestly pretty happy with this concealer. I think it looks really good. And I tried to use a foundation that had a bit more coverage than I even normally wear, which I know is still pretty light for a lot of people, but I tend to go towards that tinted moisturizer, BB cream type situation. So I wanted something with a little bit more of a bump up so we could see. So I'll definitely be playing with it over the next few days. I'll update you. Follow on Instagram so that you know all the deets. Of course, if you guys have any questions, you can always DM me over there as well. So, I just want to see this. Sherry, your Kiko was really fragrant. I don't know, like, what product was it? I didn't even think to smell this. Oh, I just got some on my nose. It does have a little bit of a smell, actually, but it's not much at all. It reminds me of something. This is so bad. It reminds me of something kind of sweet. Now I gotta check this one too. I don't know where the lip gloss or the lipstick is, but I smell that. Okay, they do have a little bit of a scent. This one kind of smells like sweet tarts, but very, very faint. This one has like a little bit more of like a vanilla-y, caramel-y scent to it. All right, so let's like kind of round up here. I sort of forgot everything. So this magnetic liner, you guys, I am pretty happy with this. And this was like $10 maybe. I was going to go back on and try actually the Moxie Lash Liner. I wanted to get a pen liner, but I was going to try the Moxie Lash Liquid, which is like, I think they're like $45 or something like that. Like, I just can't. I just can't. I didn't even order an extra Lashes clear liner yet because I want to use up the one that I have. So if $10 gets it done, I am happy with that. So I was able to get a pretty good wing. It's a win-win. I don't think that we used anything tonight that I didn't love. I will say, like, the eyeliner is not a neon pastel, but it is a pretty pastel. I feel like I almost have to like go like this way, guys, so that you can see it. That was a little scary. All right, so I want to thank you guys. We are tipping just a little over an hour, so I want to thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This was a fun one. We had a lot of products that I ended up loving. I don't know what was my favorite. I think the blush for sure. Of course, you guys know I'm loving these. Ooh, this is like pretty packaging together. So let me know if you end up trying any of these. If you do, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I hope you get to enjoy your Sunday. I know if I can, I'll be hopping onto the Makeup Magpies for their little like Would I Buy It series. That's tomorrow over on Nadia Gotcher's channel. And again, go head over to Altogether Alana's channel so that you can subscribe to her, laugh your ass off, and possibly win her amazing giveaway. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you more than you know, and I'll see you really soon. Bye. Have a great night.